Good afternoon, teachers and students. My name is Prachna, the External Vice President of the Student Council. First and foremost, I would like to extend our heartfelt gratitude to Venerable Huei Hsuen for honoring us with his presence here at Kingston School today. Despite your busy schedule, you have graciously made time to be with us, and we are truly appreciative. A special thanks as well to Miss Charlotte, Miss JJ, and Miss Maria for their unwavering support of this Student Council initiative. Now, without further ado, it is my greatest pleasure to invite Venerable Huei Hsuen to the stage to share his insights of the secret key to success. So let's give a round of applause for Venerable Huei Hsuen.
Have a seat. Thank you.
Yes.
This one?
Yeah.
Hello. Namo Buddhaya. Good afternoon, everybody.
Namo Buddhaya.
How is everybody today? Oh, 大家没有吃饱啊. Oh, everybody didn't have a good lunch. How are you today? Yeah, you guys really need the secret key to success. Are you happy today? Not everybody quite. All right.
So I have a question for Shifu. Can you please give us a reason why did you choose this topic?
Why did I choose this topic today? Actually, when you approached me to come here to Medan for this talk today, I was thinking what was something that's really important. And it just so happened I was in Singapore, and I was talking with some of our youth group participants. And I was looking at them, and I knew quite a few of them since they were this age. Now they're already post-university age. And I thought, yeah, this is something that's really important. What is success? What is the value of success? And I thought that would be a really interesting topic that we can talk together, learn from each other, understand.
Okay, so before we start further information or further discussion, I would like Shifu to do a background.
Sure, I would love to. Thank you, Prajna. First of all, I really want to thank everybody here at Kingston School, the principal, the teachers, and every of you. Thank you so much. Luckily, this is actually my second time visiting the school. And even from the first time, I thought it was a really beautiful institution, really nice. And I see the students, this is going to be a very interesting time. So when you said, can you come and give a speak? Right away, I agreed to come and to hopefully share a couple of things. First of all, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Venerable Huei Hsuen. I'm originally from the United States. I'm from Los Angeles, California. I don't know if you've heard of that. Hollywood, LA. So that's where I am from. But actually, I've grown up in different places, lived in different places around the world. When I was your age, how old are you? 12. When I was your age, I was actually in Switzerland. I was in Zurich. When I was, how old are you? 16, I was taking university courses in Japan, in Kyoto University. Yeah. When I was even younger, I was in Brazil. I have the good fortune that I've actually been able to live in many different places. I've had the opportunity to visit different countries and live in different countries, learn about the culture, learn about the people. How many countries have you been to? Raise your hand. Thank you for raising your hand. How many countries have you been to? 5, wow, that's a lot, that's really good. What was your favorite? Favorite lah? Make it up. Indonesia, yeah, that's great, yeah, definitely. You want to like Indonesia the most. You know, and one thing that happened growing up in different countries was I was able to learn various languages. Actually, I speak more than 3 languages. Actually, I translate in 8 different languages. So I teach in the university French, Italian, Spanish, Japanese, Portuguese. I speak 3 dialects of Chinese, by the way, you know. And so as an American, most Americans were really bad at languages. We don't learn different languages. It's always just English. And as you can tell, my English is very much an American English. But even though I have the eyes and perspective of an American, I've lived overseas most of my life. I've lived in Taiwan, Singapore, I just mentioned Switzerland, Brazil, Japan. And so I've had the opportunity to learn and to see different cultures. Actually, normally, I do quite a bit of teaching. I actually teach in the university. How many of you are planning to go to the university? Raise your hand. College. You're not doing that very excited. All right. How many of you know what you want to learn when you go to the university? Raise your hand. Well, okay, you know. You guys are a little younger, so I understand. You know what you want to study. Good. That's really good. That's actually the beginning of learning what it means to be successful. Now, as I just mentioned, I actually am a university professor. I teach at a couple of universities, actually. Normally, and before COVID, I was teaching in China at Zhangzhou, Keji Daxue. I teach a recurring course at the University of California, Los Angeles, UCLA. I also teach at a course in psychology at my university, UC Berkeley, University of California at Berkeley. That's near San Francisco. Also, I teach in Japan, Kyoto Daigaku, Kyoto University, Kyoto National University. I teach philosophy. So I've been teaching for a very long time, longer than many of you have been on this planet. Actually, longer than you've been on this planet twice. I'm old. And during this time, I've had the opportunity to help found different associations. Actually, 7 different universities, the Buddhist associations, we founded back in the 90s. And so one of the things that were really encouraging is success. What is success? What is the plan for success? That's something that's very important. And we want to be excited about that. We want to be excited about what it is we're here that we're learning, you know. And so, as you can see, I'm a Buddhist monk. I've been a Buddhist monk for 35 years. You know, that's a little bit of time. And it's been a real pleasure being a Buddhist monk and learning many different things and sharing that with different people, you know. And doing the things that make me very happy. Doing the things that I feel that lead me to success. Wake her up. Thank you for joining us. I know you must be very tired getting ready for today. You know, poor thing, she's tired. She needs a nap. But you get to take a nap at 2:30. Because, you know, I'm visiting far away. At least you can do is kind of pretend to stay awake. So if she falls asleep again, you know, wake her up. See, it's important. It's important to learn to do that. It's important to have diligence. Work hard. Are you tired when you do your homework? Yes. Do you get a lot of homework? You get a lot of homework, really? Okay, does your homework exceed 4 hours? No, then it's not a lot. Okay. We'll get to it. Now, you guys are older, so, of course you're tired all the time. You've got a lot of pressure to go through. So we'll talk about that too, But it's important to understand what is success, why we want to be successful. I talk a little bit about myself being a university professor. I talk a little bit about traveling internationally. I go between 6 different countries, And if you want to talk tired, you're not tired yet. Just wait until you get into university. Then you'll start. And then when you start working, it just gets a little bit more. So how do you deal with it? How do you find success in your life? Well, that's why you're here to learn. Okay, Prajna, your next question. Your next question.
Okay, I'm so sorry. I got distracted from so many questions I have on my iPad right now. So I want to know the tips and tricks, how to be successful,
Tips and tricks for being successful. Actually, there are quite a few. And then all of them come down to a lot of the same things. But to find out what it means to be successful, we have to first ask a couple of questions. I need a volunteer. Can someone volunteer for me? Thank you very much. Stand up. He raised his hand. Everybody saw it, right? Yep, everybody saw it. He raised his hand. Yep. Thank you. So, simple question. Very simple. So, what's one thing that makes you happy? Food. Food makes you happy. Yeah, are you kidding me? Food is good. It makes you happy. It actually releases endorphins in your body. It actually releases vitamins and energy. Of course it makes you happy. Good answer. Have a seat. Okay, I need someone else to volunteer. Thank you for volunteering. Have a seat. 大家鼓励鼓励. Give her a good big hand of applause. Come on up. Come on, stand up. What's one of your favorite hobbies or things to do?
Playing badminton.
Playing badminton. All right, cool. Thank you very much. Have a seat. Badminton. So, one person really likes, makes him happy, food. Someone else likes badminton. So, that's interesting. Why am I asking you such a simple question? Well, there's a point to it. And so we need more people to volunteer. Thank you very much. Stand up. All right. What is the one food you hate? I mean, you just don't like it. It's like, don't even come near me.
Probably green beans.
Green beans. Really? All right, have a seat. Okay, no right or wrong. Just questions. See, that's the first thing I'm going to ask all of you. We're not talking about anything right or wrong. Just your opinion. I want to know your opinion, your ideas. Let's see. Miss taking a nap, please stand up. Give her a big round of applause. We need her to stand up, otherwise she's going to fall asleep on me. All right. What's your favorite class at school? Pretend you don't have to actually like it. Subject, math. Math is your favorite subject. Hey, that's good. Hey, if you want to be a teacher, that's a good thing. All right. Thank you for raising your hand. Everybody saw that, right? You saw her raise her hand. Thank you. What is the one subject you dislike, you do not like? It's not the teacher's fault. The teacher's teaching really good. It's just, it's not your favorite thing. Math, okay, yeah. Yeah, a lot of times you get that. You either love it or you hate it. That's just, there's rarely ever an in-between. That is really true. So, why am I asking you, rather than telling you what is success, by asking you, what do you like? What don't you like? What makes you happy? What's one thing that makes you happy? Video games. All right, sounds good. Video games. There you go. Good answer. All right. See, the thing is, people ask me, Bante, how come you smile a lot? Bante, why is it that you travel so much? Bante, why is it that you teach? And I say, very simply, because, and where are you two going? Oh, okay. As you can tell, I've been a teacher a long time. You talk, you move, you do anything, I see. So, here you go. Why is it that I do these things? Because it makes me very happy. One of the first keys to success is finding out who you are. Who are you? Think about it for a second. Who are you? And then I'm going to show you something, and I want you to tell me what it is, an object. All right, so here's another question. Thank you for volunteering. All right, what's your name? Rinko. Sorry, I did not pronounce that properly, but thank you. Stand up. Hand it over. Is it a fan? How do you turn it on? All right, thank you. All right, so next question. I didn't say sit down yet. All right, next question. How old are you? 16. Where do you live? Here where? General area. Medan, okay. Why am I asking that? See, these are very simple questions. See, we need to know who we are. I am Huei Hsuen an American. You are, what's your name? Louis? Indonesian? You're Indonesian? Yeah, Indonesian. And what's one thing about you? What's one good character about you? You're smart.
Yeah, smart.
Yeah, there you go. All right. What's your best quality? Yeah. Ah, okay. Actually, you do. We all do. Everybody has good qualities. Everybody has bad qualities. Like I said, everybody knows I'm from America, right? I'm Huei Hsuen. I'm 6'2", that's 185 in centimeters. Not bad for being vegetarian my whole life, haha. Yeah, I used to play a lot of basketball. All right, what's my worst quality? Picky Jobai. I'm mean. I have a very bad temper. So I make a good teacher. All right, that's my worst. What's one of my best qualities? I like to smile. I like to see other people happy. I like to see other people successful. So that's why we're talking about, thank you for letting me borrow this, because it's not, we're from a snow country, Indonesia, tropical, very warm. You know, first step in success is knowing who are you. And you start with something really simple. What's your name? What do you like? What do you don't like? What are the things that are, thank you very much, are important to you? What is important to you? Thank you for raising your hand. Yeah, no, don't turn that way. You stand up. Yes. What's one thing that's really important to you?
My family.
Your family. Great answer. And again, I'm asking you questions. There's no right or wrong. Everybody has something different. Some people may not have a favorite thing or most important thing right now. Just like you say, I don't have a great quality. You do. You just haven't thought about it. You know? Do you understand that? All right? Stand up. Are your friends important to you?
Yes.
Do you ever help your friends?
Yes.
All right, good. That's a good quality. That's actually something money can't buy. Have a seat. We're actually also going to talk about 8 things money doesn't buy, and how to be successful and reach the dreams you want to attain. How many of you want to be successful? Please raise your hand. How many of you want to be successful? Raise your hand. Oh, okay.
师傅, I want to.
That's good. Put your hands down. But when someone wants to be successful, and someone asks you that, you don't just say, I want to be successful. Okay. No, I want to be successful. I want to achieve my dream. You say it with what we call conviction, strength, determination. It's not, will I be successful? I am going to be successful, and when is that going to happen? And it starts now. Especially you guys, your life starts now. How many of you are 15 and above? Okay. You're 14. Oh, okay. 15 and above, your life really starts going to start getting faster. How many of you think school goes very slow? Raise your hand. The whole year goes really slow. Okay? The younger you are, the slower it is. Once you start getting older, time goes really fast. And let me tell you, I make plans for 5 years in the future, and it's still not enough time. Time goes by fast. And time is going to change in the way you look at things. So now is the time to start asking the question, what is success? How do I become successful? What's important to me? And what am I going to do to reach the goals that I set? Do you understand? Good. It's not easy. First key of success is asking a question. Who am I? Second question, what do I want in life? Or just what do I want? Understand? What is something that you would really like to have in the future? In the future. Anything. Yeah, anything you want. Could be a thing, it could be anything.
Money.
You want money in the future? All right. How many of you want money? Raise your hand. How many of you want a good life? How many of you want to be able to take care of your family? Keep raising your hand. How many of you want to take care of 7 generations of your family in the future? All right, thank you. So if you want to achieve that, you need to learn how to be successful. The most successful people in the world didn't just happen to have it. They started with a question. Who am I? What do I want? What's going to make me happy? What's going to make me fulfilled? See, I feel I'm successful because every day I go to sleep, I'm happy. When I go to sleep at night, I'm not worried about tomorrow. I know what's going to happen tomorrow. I feel I'm successful because I do what I love. I love to teach. I love to share something that's really important to me. Being a Buddhist monk, I do that. A couple of years ago, I was teaching at a school of psychology in New York. And we asked this to students because nowadays, mental health is more and more important. More and more universities are using Buddhist understanding of consciousness to help in cognitive therapy, we call it. It's a big word, cognitive therapy. And one of the first things is asking, who are you? what's important to you, and what it is that's going to make you happy. Because if you are content, if you are happy, you're going to work towards things more. Can I have my pencil, please?
Pencil?
Pen. Thank you. Thank you. So, success, it starts with a question. From a question, we start looking for answers. When we find answers, we start making a plan. And doing things in life takes something that money cannot buy. No matter how much money you have, you can't buy it. And it's one of the first steps in being successful, into the key of success. And what's that? Effort. You know what effort means? Okay, you said your favorite sport was, or you liked badminton, right? Do you need to practice to be good at badminton? Yes, right? All right. How many of you play a musical instrument? Raise your hand. Some of you play a musical instrument. Okay, what do you guys play? Guitar. What do you guys play? Piano. Okay, we have a guitar player, a piano player. Anybody play the violin? We got a violin player. Anybody play a flute? Okay, we've got a couple. So, when you first start playing the piano, does it sound good? No. When you start doing chords on a guitar, does it sound good the first time? No. When you start practicing the first 2-3 hours, does your hand hurt? Yes. See, one thing that we need to learn is you need to put in effort. Not everything magically happens. Right now, a lot of stuff magically happens for you guys because your mom and dad take care of your lives. Take care of you, protect you, feed you. So things look like things happen like magic. You get to eat 3 times a day. You have cell phones. You have video games. Maybe not, but you know what I mean. You have nice clothes. You come to a good school. You know? But that's something that your parents do through effort. Effort is something that's really important. To be successful, you need to put in effort. And not everything is always easy because we come up with obstacles, problems, right? As a student, do you have stress?
Yes.
All right. So, what's one thing that makes you very stressful? Can anybody answer that? One thing that makes you feel a little stressful when it comes to school. Maybe the guest asking you questions makes you stressful. Yes, it can. So, what makes something at school that you feel is stressful? Exams. Ooh, yeah, definitely. Why? Yeah, but isn't that what you're supposed to be doing anyways? I mean, why do you come to school? It's not a holiday. Why do you come to school? Have you ever asked yourself? Your parents probably told you a lot of times, but why do you come to school? See, I'm asking a lot of questions. There's a reason for that. I'm getting there. Okay? Because a lot of things in life start with a question mark. Why? Learn to ask yourself, why? Why are you here at school? To learn things. And this is a really dumb question, but why do you need to learn things?
So you will know what to do when there is a problem.
Yeah, okay, yes. Problem solving, that's definitely something we need to learn. What else is it that we need to learn while we're at school? Why are you here? Okay, so why are you at school? There's a couple of reasons. Number one, knowledge, wisdom. We call it prajna, panya, in ancient Pali language. Wisdom, knowledge. Knowledge is power. Knowledge is strength. Knowledge is hope. Knowledge is the first step to success. And being able to see things clearly. When you come to school, you have to learn reading, writing, arithmetic, science. That's given. But what else do you learn? You actually learn how to be a friend. Are you a good friend? All right. Do you listen to your friends? Really? Do you give your friends advice? No? All right. See, at school, you're learning what it means to have different type of relationships. You're learning how to be a good friend. You're learning how to be a good student. Also, you're learning something that's very important. You're learning how to listen, you're learning how to see, and you're learning how to communicate. There's so much that you learn when you're at school. And each year, it's something different. And you already know what it's like from being younger to now into middle and secondary school. And soon you're going to in a new world, which is university. You want to keep going with your education because knowledge is power. One of the greatest gifts my parents ever gave me was being able to learn. To be able to learn not just in university, but to see the world and to learn from that. And that taught me how to face any difficulty that I might have in my life. So I can get over stress of exams, stress of timetables, stress of work. It's like one of the things we have stress with homework is you have to finish it between 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, or sometimes 1 week, right? That's stress. But that's something that you're going to have your whole life. So you have to know how to deal with it. Okay, so quick question. It's a dumb question, I know, but there's a reason for that. What's this? It's a pen, right? What do I use a pen for? Writing, right? Okay. Now here's a silly question. Anybody have a cat, a dog, a bird at home? Yeah, thank you. What do you have? Cat. Anybody have a dog? You have a dog, okay. So if you have a dog at home and he sees this, is he going to use it to write his name? No. When the dog sees this, what is this? It's a toy. What kind of toy? It's a chew toy. And he's just going to chew on it. And then the pen that my dad gave me 45 years ago is probably going to have a lot of holes in it. Right? So for a doggy, a cat, this is a chew toy. It's a toy. For me, it's a pen that has memories. Now I'm inside writing. Dog takes the pen, he's outside playing. Now the dog and me go into a room. Now what is this? It's still the same thing. It's a pen and it's a toy. Two truths, but happening at the same time. Just like problems. Problems either give you a headache, or if you change the way you think, it's an opportunity. Do you understand what I'm saying? Problems that we face, stress that we face, is either a headache or a chance. So when you change the way you look at things in the world, you gain power. When you can look at the world in many different ways, you gain strength. When you can see this is a pen and a chew toy at the same time, you gain strength. And what does that mean? That means that you take a problem and you turn it into possibility. When you have an exam, what is going to make you successful in an exam? Number one is studying, 2. Number 2, memorizing. 3, repetition, learning about something. So the more you learn how to take a test, less stress you have about it. The earlier you start studying for tests, less烦恼, less stress. So that's one of the things that you're learning. Why is it that teachers give you tests? Well, of course, it's to be able to see how much knowledge you've remembered. But the second thing is, so you learn deadlines. You learn you have to study stuff. That's something that's really important. So success comes from putting in effort. Success comes from looking at things and changing your perspective. We use a formula that has 4 steps. And these are 4 keys to success that we use all the time. 现在几点? Oh my. Okay. Sorry. Amo lang ai kong wei ang po hato la. So, amo lang, we like to talk a lot. All right. So, for success and for facing any problems, we use 4 key formula, and we call it a formula for life. And it's how you attack, challenge, overcome, learn, and gain power from any situation in your life and anything that causes difficulty. First is, life isn't always perfect. Life happens. Good things, bad things, everything else. And when we have a problem, we call it dukkha, imperfection. Not exactly what I want. And so when you have a problem, or you feel stressed, or overly tired, or anything that might be going on in your life, you have to ask, what's happening in my life? What's my problem? That's the first question. Second question that is so simple and so obvious. Why? I want you to question everything with a why. The founder of my tradition, who lived 3,000 years ago, he had a very important saying that he would always say, Ehi pasiko, come and see, come and learn. Don't believe anything just because a teacher told you. Learn by putting it into practice. Learn by looking into something deeply. And another thing that you're learning at school is you're learning how to live. Living takes practice. Not everybody's good at it. Some people are nice, some people not so nice. Some people honest, not so honest. Some people have ethics, some people don't. That's another thing that money can never buy. Character, ethics. Something money can't buy. How many of you are a type of friend that people can trust? Raise your hand. How many of you are the type of friend that you believe people can turn to you in a time of need? Are you there for your friends or your family, by that matter? You want to be. See, character. What it means to have character. What does it mean to have success? How do we measure it? So, first thing I said, if you have a problem, you look at it. 2, where does my problem come from? See, all of the problems we face, there's a core meaning behind it. We say pride, arrogance, and delusion, 贪嗔痴, ignorance. In Chinese, we say 贪嗔痴. So pride, arrogance, ignorance leads to a whole lot of problems in life. But when we face life head on and we ask, what's my problem? Is it me or is it you? You gave me a problem. I'm just kidding. Or someone else. Why did I get only 85% on my test rather than 99? Why? Ask. Look. And if you look deeply at any situation, there's going to be a root cause. And you go to that root cause to change things. They took the fan away. Why'd they take the fan? Yeah, why'd you take my fan out? No, I'm kidding. You have to laugh a little bit. When you're learning, you have to laugh. When you're learning, you have to learn to means what it means to be happy. Okay. That way, when you face tough times, you never have to worry. You know you can get over it. See, that's the thing. For success, you have to know that you will be successful. It's not, I'm going to be successful. You have to make what we call determination to be successful. I'm going to be successful. Now I'm going to use the steps to be successful. That means to have a goal. That means when I face difficulties, look at the cause, look at the reason. Now you go into the third thing, that I can be successful. We call this the Four Noble Truths. The third noble truth is we can be successful. We can be free from suffering. We can be free from anger. We can be free from all type of negativities. But we have to make a decision. Do I want to be free, happy, content? Do I want other people in my life to be happy, content? And so we start taking the steps. And we start looking into life, how to take the steps to success. And that means we have an 8-fold plan. Unfortunately, in my time, I am not going to be able to get into that part of it, but we have an 8-fold plan that we talk about for success. But it's really simple. Knowledge is the first key. How many of you feel that you're lucky? How many of you feel you're not so lucky? You want to know how to create better luck, bigger luck? Takes two things. You getting ready with knowledge. 2, when an opportunity arises, you use what you've learned. True luck is when opportunity happens and you're ready. Do you understand? So you're taking the hugest, biggest step for success by learning, by education, by learning all of the things that you need in your life to be successful. So the first step in success is asking a question, why things happen. Second, who am I? What's it? And why do I say, ask why, who am I? If you understand who you are, you understand what you want. If you understand what you want, then you can start putting into steps, I am going to achieve. When I was young, I wanted to live overseas. I made that goal. When I wanted to go to the university that I wanted to, I had to make sure that I had a GPA, and in the United States we do SATs, that would get me into the university I wanted. I wanted to go to the University of Berkeley. They have a very good philosophy department, one of the best linguistics departments. That was what I wanted to do. So, what did I do? I made that my goal. I focused on that goal. But what else did I do at the same time? I found other people that had that same goal. They wanted to get into a good university. So what did I do? Help them. You help someone else, you help yourself. They want to get into it, so we encouraged each other. We studied even harder. We talked about how is it that you're going to get into your favorite university. One of my friends wanted to go to Harvard. And they got into Harvard. I went to UC Berkeley. And I encouraged them. And we got together every week at a coffee shop, and we went forward through that. And that would mean studying. That would mean writing good essays. In the United States, we have to do a lot of charity work. We have so many hours that we have to do charity so we can graduate. Something kind of unique. As well as the SATs, which are not fun. Yeah, in my day, 1600 was a perfect score. Very few people did that. Anyways, so we would do mock tests for SATs. We would encourage each other, do mock question and answers, because you're going to have an interview. You help someone else, you help yourself. When you help someone else, you see what it is you need to go forward to get what you want. You want a lot of money? You help others. You want a lot of money? You be the person that people can trust. Because when you get that money, you're going to have something not everybody gets, peace of mind. You'll be able to enjoy that money. You'll be able to sleep well at night, because you have what money can't buy, ethics, effort, That's something that's really important. You want to be a person with a strong character. Know when to say yes, know when to say no, and to stand by that belief. Are you someone that people trust? Good. You're there for your friends, right? That's the beginning of character. You're really respectful to your parents and talk to them all the time. Okay, that's good. See, another thing of success is being grateful. Gratitude, money can't buy. You're here today at this school because of who? Our parents. How many teachers do you have right now? Yeah, teachers. More than 10 teachers. You have more than 10 teachers. How many do you have? More than 12. Alrighty. Who was your first teacher when you came into this world?
My parents.
Yep. Mom and dad. Mom and dad are your first parents that you have in this world. And you still keep going with them the whole life. So, success comes from asking questions, learning, making a goal, making a challenge to go forward, looking at any obstacle that you face as a chance to learn, chance to change. And when you change everything, you get what? Experience. Experience is power. Understand that? When you get 100 on your test and your friends are going to have that same test 2 days later, you know exactly how to help them. I'm not talking about cheating, all right? I'm saying you can tell them how to prepare for learning. But it's that type of thinking. Understand? All right.
Okay.
I think my time is starting to get a little bit short. There's so much more I want to cover with all of you.
Can we at least have our closing thoughts? So if a Shifu could attribute your success to one guiding principle, what will it be?
Say it again.
If you could attribute your success to one guiding principle, what would it be?
If I could attribute one thing to my success, what would it be? Gratitude, joy, effort, determination. These were the things that helped me. Gratitude to my parents, to my teachers, because I'm here today because of hundreds of people who raised me. I was raised by my teachers, by my community, by my temple, by my parents, by the country I lived in. All of those were huge things for my success. I feel that I am successful, not just because I have a resume that looks nice on paper. I feel successful because I have joy, peace, tranquility. I can sleep every night and then wake up, and when I open my eyes, wow, thank the Buddha, I'm alive. I woke up. And if I wake up in the morning, that means I have 24 brand new hours to accomplish my goals and my dreams. And the goals that I set when I was young till now, each one, little by little, through effort, time, knowledge, taking the opportunity, have able to achieve. I was 12 years old when I told my parents I would be a bhikkhu when I grew up. I was 10 years old when I said I'm going to go to the University of California at Berkeley. I was 16 when I made the decision to do postgraduate work in Japan. And I did each one of those things. And I knew one day I would be coming to Southeast Asia, and it's one of the funnest things I ever do. So I'm very grateful to those who raised me, to the teachers. Actually, some of my teachers were close friends of mine my entire life. Actually, I was close friends with my junior high and high school teachers for the past 30 years. I'm very grateful to them. So I think success comes from that for me.
Okay, so let's give the conclusion of today. Firstly, we have to discover who you are as a person, what do you want to do in life. Pick something that gives you joy and fulfillment, something important to you. Knowledge and diligence are the first steps in success. Knowledge is power. When opportunity arises, we use it to your best advantage. Once we are educated, diligence and consistent effort will be needed to proceed to the next step. Then strength and determination must be found, as stress will be a battle you have to overcome. But remember to always stay grateful, and arrogance and ignorance leads to more problems.
One thing I want to also add is two things. One is really now, remember what it's like to be in school right now, and be grateful for that. Gratitude, and in the future, pay it forward. Everybody helped you to be here today. Now it becomes your responsibility to help the younger ones when you get older. For all the help that you've had, you do twice as much for the next generation. It's important to learn to pay it forward, and we pay it forward with gratitude. I'm grateful to my friends. Now I teach younger ones what it means to be a good friend. I'm grateful to my family, and I'm going to be the best person when I have my own family. And that's all. Thank you very much.
Thank you. For today. So let's